Yo, we're back once again. It's been a while. Anyway, um, we are outside because there's no space inside to train, so that's bad. Anyway, today I want to touch on the basics again because I started to train. Since I'm pretty sure I passed the first exams, we will see that. We're gonna touch on the basics. Now, the basics are, as I said, many times I think before. They're basically like 3-4 strikes you should do at the beginning when you want to start training. So the first idea is left, in English, diagonal, right diagonal, left horizontal, and downward. If you're left-handed, it's not gonna be left horizontal, it's gonna be right horizontal. So it looks something like this. The quality is gonna be shit, but like, what do you expect? It's like a phone from like 18 years ago. So that's the basic idea. Now, okay, I'm gonna go into more detail on each of them, okay, right? Because that's basically the purpose. I wanna relearn the things. I'm gonna go back to the basics, master the basics, and then we can go up into more difficult stuff, which I still don't know actually after even years of training. So that's good. Okay, first idea, my probably favorite, left diagonal. But the core idea here is you're gonna stand with your feet normally. I'm gonna bring my left arm over my right arm, over my left shoulder. This is reversed, so it looks like I'm swinging with my left. This is my right because I'm reverse camera, so you know. I'm gonna bring my right over to the left. Then that's very important. I'm gonna bring my center of weight to my shoulder. Why do I do that? Okay, let's do it straight to camera. I'm gonna raise my center of weight here. I'm gonna go from here to here. I'm gonna go up, over here. So my feet, I'm gonna go back. My feet go something like this. Here, like this. There are many ways to do this. That's the way I just choose it. So again, here, right? The same way for the other one. Center of weight, up, down, up, down. That's the idea. If you want to do it from the right, it's the same thing. Center of weight up and let it down, right? So the core idea is that you want to move your center of weight up so you have more energy going down. So if I don't do this, it still looks okay, but it doesn't have the power nor the accuracy. So when I actually do a normal technique, it looks better. On the left, downward strike is probably the second most complicated one because it depends on the person. I still cannot do it well every single time. You can with one hand it's pretty easy because all you have to do is just like again. I'm raising my center of weight up, and I'm kind of jumping into it. But I'm not actually jumping, I'm just kind of like kinda jumping. So up, down. Now with two arms, now that's getting tricky because there's many, it depends on your posture, to be fair, like how tall you are, how much muscle you have, and gender. I don't know if it actually really depends on gender. I'm kind of guessing it. How would I know? So the idea is this. You're gonna try to go up, and there are two ways to do this. You can either do it low or high. What's the difference? With low, you're not gonna raise your center of weight, so you're gonna stay really low, so you're gonna bend your knees. Go a little up. Do something like this. When you're trying to jump, not really jump, like really go high, you're gonna go a little bit back. We're gonna go back on your back feet. I'm gonna stomp my front feet like this. I'm gonna kind of jump into it. Why is that? It's to generate more downward momentum. Because this is exactly what you want. This technique, so the low one, is used mostly like if you want to really cut something or just practice swinging. That's a very good idea. So even that was pretty bad, I can admit. That was actually pretty dog shit, but it doesn't matter. Now the second part is I don't know. Anyway, so the way you would jump into this is a little bit different. So again, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna move forward, and I'm gonna shoot myself center of weight up. So it's gonna be like an arc. So you can imagine your center of weight is somewhere here. It's gonna go up and then down. Right? Here it's staying basically at the same point. So it's linear. If I Ow. I'm not wearing my headband today. So how would this look like is something like this. Now, do I recommend this? No. Am I good at this? No. Am I decent at this? No. I'm dog shit. Anyway. So, the last one is a horizontal one, and that one is probably the hardest. Now, why is that? Because it really makes you feel, it's a really good idea to check how good you are, in a sense that if you can make a good horizontal strike, you know how to place your hands and your body in a way that actually doesn't prevent any movement. So the way I've been doing it before is you're trying to do something like this. I go like this. That's bad because I'm losing balance. Like you can see after I finish striking, you can see my balance is getting off. The idea to prevent this, of course, the easiest one is to make your legs go further apart. You have more stuff to be more stable on the ground. Then it looks something like this. And then you also need to add rotation, right? So you need to add actually energy into this and not lose your balance. It's not that easy. So that's that. There's also a different technique which goes with not from here, but actually going from here. So straight on, the difference is like this. And then here. It's not that big, but it's fine. You can also do a very like straight one, so like this. It's not as great. You can also do cutting one because that was more of a slashing, so it really depends. Also, you can kind of cut things with it. You didn't see that because the camera is too far away, but it's fine. Now I can also focus on the how to hold it, because that's like one of the most important things. I do something, I don't know why, I just been training like this. You can take a stick and try to do this yourself. So you can try to have your arms like palm open, then try to only use your index finger. I think that's how it's called. So try to like do this. All of the ones are straight. And now you're gonna grab this and you're gonna hold onto like this. You're gonna do exactly the same thing. We're gonna hold it like this. Why is this useful? Because I'm gonna change my finger, so I'm using my index finger, but at the end of the swing, the only thing that's not gonna be on the stick is gonna be actually the index finger. So I'm actually gonna switch it up. So I start with an index, and when I finish, it's gonna be the only one that's not in, like this. That's because I want this movement to be possible. if I actually grip it normally, this is not possible, you see? This is not gonna be cutting. Like if I try to swing with this, like it looks decent, right? It works, but it's just not a good way to swing because you lose a lot of momentum, a lot of technique with this, because you're gripping it, so there is no way for the sword to move, just stuck. If you do this, you can move it this way and this way. See, it can move up. So with this, you get this very nice feeling of not this, but this. Actually swinging it. And that's how you can actually make it very, very fast. Like something like this. The difference between them can be, I think that's the best way to show it, is a double. So that was the normal with me having this. I'm gonna actually try to swing it with it. So that's how it looks. Now I'm gonna do it with only one finger. Like not one finger, but like actually swinging it. As you saw, me being stable on the ground was not possible, because this really is a really fast way to do this. So if you're like, I don't know, if you want to smash something, yes, you can use this, but that's just not a good idea. It's like, think of it as you're cooking and somebody told you to chop carrot. You would not hold a sword like a knife like this, right? You would not chop like this. That's not how you do it. You chop like this. Like something, you just let the sword move on itself, like use gravity. When you use this, there's no gravity, you're just guiding it and you're getting more exhausted and your hand hurts more. That's not the key idea. Like I can swing for basically hours and I'm not gonna get tired. Just because I'm not actually using my grip. Like I'm basically not using my grip. Look, I'm not gonna be using my grip at all. I'm just gonna let this stick flow through my arms. Like you see, I'm not even gripping it, and even though it's moving, right? I can do the same with striking. It's open. Not at any point did I grip this stick. Never. The only thing that happened is I manipulated the weight of it so that it went down and I guided it with only two fingers. I think I can do it with one, so you can genuinely just grab this. And I still am holding it with one. So, of course you're not gonna get a lot of strength out of this, just gripping it with one finger. Because you cannot, if I like try to swing it, this stick is gonna go flying. That's not good. So that's why I'm starting like this, because this is the best way to start. And at here, somewhere in the middle, I'm gonna switch it from here to here. So it goes like this, holding it like this, and then I'm gonna switch it. So these four fingers are gonna go here. So I start with this, and I end with this. That's the core idea. Yeah. Oh yeah, again, I guess I can show you how to cut things as well. So, it's not gonna be the greatest view, but it's gonna be fine, I believe. Is it fine? Yeah, it should be fine. So the way I'm gonna do this is exactly the same thing. I'm just gonna show you that it actually works. Can you see this? You should be able to see this, right? It's probably too far away. It's fine. So exactly the same thing. I'm gonna do a left horizontal way, right? So like this. This is not the greatest I've ever been, but it should be fine.